Utility handles all your plumbing needs from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Cobble Chevrolet GMC, and the hail sale has been a huge success, but is winding down. We still though have several units with huge discounts. Plus, we have brand new Sierras, $14,000 off list, or starting at $37,105, or 0.9% APR on select new models. Yes, you heard right. $14,000 off or 0.9% APR on new Sierras starting at $37,105. So please check us out at cobblecars.com. All deals with roof credit, stock number G289358.
Spring sports are here and it's time to upgrade your equipment. But don't go rushing to your big box store. Play It Again Sports is your place to go for all spring sports equipment for baseball, softball, golf, and disc golf. Play It Again Sports has quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And don't forget, buying from them is a great way to get new products with great discounts by also bringing in your used items for store credit or cash on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
With UBT, you've got total control over your money. Like Doug, who runs his game day tailgate like a well-oiled machine.
I got burgers, brats, chicken, dogs, plus all the fixins. And with the UBT Go app, I can track my food spending from anywhere.
Pro move.
They don't call me Grill Sergeant for nothing.
No matter your goals, UBT helps you feel good about reaching them. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Your sprinklers are watering the street or flooding your backyard. If you're on a list that doesn't exist, it's time for Judson Irrigation. At Judson Irrigation, Lee or Lacey or Judson will make an appointment. You pick the time and they'll be there to fix your sprinkler system. Now that's service, a dying art these days.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Welcome in to We Talk Facts with 9-year NBA veteran and Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer Erick Strickland and 2-time Nebraska Football National Champion Clester Johnson. Talking and taking names in sports and day-to-day living. Sit back, relax, and join the show with 9-year NBA vet and Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer Erick Strickland. And 2-time Nebraska Football National Champion, Clester Johnson.
Welcome to WTF, We Talk Facts. He's Strick here, as well as Clester Johnson in the building. We are live and in color out here on 11th and O Street at theticketfm.com is where you can find us on 93.7 The Ticket. Allo, channel 961. You can also get us on Facebook, X, and YouTube. Log in, subscribe, hit the like button, do all of that good fun stuff for us. We appreciate it. Harrison Arns on the ones and twos. We're back live and in color. What's going on, Clester Johnson, today? How are you, my friend? I see you got that WTF shirt on after Monday and Tuesday. Even the calendar says WTF.
That is correct. I just want to say it is hot enough to bake biscuits outside. I mean, it's so hot outside, you could probably fry an egg right now. I ain't even kidding.
Well, doggone, it's Thirsty Thursday, class. So,
I saw
get your
a
drink
devil.
game up.
I saw the devil under the tree with some lemonade. That's how hot it is outside. But you know what I'm here? I'm here with my two guys. We ready to roll. We ready to roll. It's Thirsty Thursday. I'm just thirsting on some water, but I'm good to go.
That's a fact. A lot of stuff going on in news, but we're going to talk about the special news that's going on. Obviously, up there in Omaha at Schwab Stadium, we definitely have the College World Series jumping off. We know who the finalists are going to be. It was all tallied up. A tough and tight game on last night. Some backsides got really tight. In the Arkansas game against LSU, a debacle of a closeout, and LSU was able to pull it out ultimately by 1 run, 5-4.
Was it 5-2 heading into the bottom of the ninth?
Man.
I never thought I'd ever feel bad for Arkansas, but I think that was the first time.
Bruh.
That baseball team deserved it.
To be honest with you, Coach Van Horn, right?
Mm.
I think a lot of people in Nebraska was kind of rooting for Arkansas, to be honest with you.
It was one of those teams where I wasn't, out of everyone left in the pool, is Coastal Carolina or Arkansas for me.
Yeah. All the years of great coaching, any coach that can get Nebraska to the College World Series, he deserves a championship. I wanted to see him get it to the championship and pull one off. But
if he was still here, we'd be running the Big Ten.
Man,
there's just we all know it. The Big Ten is. I think I told you guys, like, when was the last time a Big Ten team even won the College World Series? Yeah. Not counting UCLA, you have to go to 1966 Ohio State.
Yeah,
Big Ten's just not about it.
Yeah, and they do really well in season. They'll go and compete, but and. Really not traditional Big Ten teams were representative. It was the new guys, UCLA and
Oregon, USC.
And USC.
And then us.
Yeah.
I always wondered this, Eric, you being a former baseball junkie and former major league prospect and major league baseball player. Do you think there's a difference between Southern baseball, SEC baseball, and Midwest baseball? Do you think there's an advantage there? Do you think recruiting is different? It just seems like the SEC has been really dominant in baseball.
It is. I mean, you've got to you just have to consider the weather season timing. You have to, because I remember while playing baseball, even once the basketball season was over, and even before we got into the summer, if we wanted to play Legion and in the spring, I mean, we had some brisk days. There were a lot of practices we had to do in the gym because we didn't have inside facilities. And so I don't care what you say, inside facilities is not the same as getting out in that sun, getting on that dirt, feeling that turf. Fielding balls in a gym is different than fielding balls out in on the outside. Hitting in the cage is different. So they're getting accustomed and acclimated to all of those things. This is why in those same times and seasons, you notice that even with MLB teams, when they're practicing or when they're starting their season, they head to what they call spring training.
Correct.
One group goes to Florida.
Yeah.
The other group goes to Arizona.
Yeah.
And that's not just because, they want to go and be around. They want to go because that's where you're able to get acclimated to what's about to come in the season.
I would say on another note, though, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but it seems like LSU, if Nebraska wasn't here and Creighton wasn't here, I think a lot of Nebraskans would root for LSU. Listen, there is a large contingent of LSU fans in Omaha that are from Omaha.
Why? Where does that come from?
Because I know the people. I know the people. Because LSU has come to Omaha so much.
Yeah.
They have laid roots. I'm telling you, they've laid roots in Nebraska.
When they have a party, and you've probably been to an LSU tailgate, and you've been to the College World Series.
Absolutely. I've been to LSU party with a bunch of people from Nebraska.
Yeah.
And now they.
So you're saying they head south and go to Baton Rouge?
No. What I'm saying is LSU has come to the College World Series so
regularly
many times
that they've developed.
that they have developed friendships here in Omaha.
I can see the fanfare infecting the section of Omaha because they do. I mean, I'll give it to LSU. They don't have a good time when it comes to watching baseball.
They even brought
you saw the big tiger?
Big overgrown tiger. Now, my last question in regards to the World Series, and I guess we could go where we want to with this, but how do you guys seeing this playing out? Is this going 3 games or is this going to be a clean sweep?
Listen, here's one thing that I really love. I actually love that Coastal Carolina has been so dominant. They haven't lost a game.
This is 27 wins in a row now?
Yeah. Wow. And the way that they do it, the way that they play, the way that they hit, they're so fundamentally sound that they trust each other. They don't make a whole bunch of mistakes. You're going to have to beat them.
Mm-hmm.
And they have solid pitching. They have good defense behind it. I love the underdog factor. Even though they're not an underdog, they won a championship in 2016. So they're not like a traditional
13 in
underdog.
the country.
Yeah. They're solid. But at the same time, LSU just has this thing, this moxie, they have that kind of Indiana Pacer type thing where they don't ever feel they're out of it.
Mm-hmm.
They're capable of putting up big numbers. I think you're going to see good scoring on both sides of the ball. It could be close, but I'm rooting for Coastal.
I'm going Coastal in 3.
I'm rooting for Coastal.
I think LSU didn't. I don't think they lost a single game in their bracket pool either. So they're both coming in hot. I think it's going to be a one-off, and then game 3, I'll go Coastal.
I'm going LSU in 2.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. I think LSU wins 2 games. Just due to
he's a bandwagon.
just due to the they're going to have it's going to be a home game for LSU. I'm just letting you guys know that.
I don't know. There's a lot of Nebraska fans that are also, taking the underdog.
I'm just telling you, that stadium is going to be purple and gold. That stadium is going to be purple.
LSU will travel better.
I got a phone call from friends from New Orleans.
Get the gag.
They're coming. They're coming.
Well,
at the last minute, they're like, I'm coming. I'm like,
get the gag.
I got a friend of mine that I worked with from New Orleans. He's coming up to the game.
Yeah.
Got him some $350 tickets. I mean, not tickets. Suite. He chose the Regency in Omaha versus downtown for $600. He said, Clester, can you tell me about the Regency? I'm like, that's a decent area.
Solid.
Marriott over the Regency, you should be okay. You're right over there by mall. You're
Civic
over
Auditorium.
Civic Auditorium.
Old Civic. Isn't the Regency?
No. Old Civic is downtown. I'm talking about.
Oh, you talking about?
I'm talking about Borsheim's.
In the Borsheim's area.
Bonefish. Fleming's. Yeah.
West Road.
Yeah, you got my
South. Golf.
Yeah. Top Golf. Yeah. That's where
you
got some tickets. Got a hotel there. And so I got like 3-4 fellas coming up from New Orleans.
That's why you're going for LSU.
Nolans. It ain't
That's
New
exactly
Orleans.
why he's going Nolans.
Listen, my guy told me he knows literally 30 to 40 people that are just on the way since they made it to the championship.
Oh, okay.
He personally knows that many. That's coming up.
There's about 24,000 more. What is the capacity in there? 25K?
I'm letting you know they're coming to run it.
I think more LSU than Coastal Carolina, but I don't think it's going to be full purple.
We'll see. They'll be doing their chants. They'll be having tailgates everywhere. Coastal Carolina is just a smaller outfit. I mean, LSU got fans all over the country.
There it is
for baseball. So
there it is. Big game tonight, though. Also going down in the NBA for the finals 3-2. OKC is up. Shea Gillis is leading the OKC Thunder, trying to close the door on their first one. This is beautiful because both teams, obviously I'm rooting for the Pacers. I always root for who I played.
Alberton's back tonight too.
And
came out
hopefully we'll see that they can put it together. I don't think they go down easy, but I think it's going to go 7. I'm just going to believe it. And I said it all along. I told people when they were saying 5 like him that this going 6.
I said 5.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, I think you did.
You did.
I was on that same wavelength.
Yes, you did.
I can't recall.
Y'all always talking 5 OKC. Stricky said
Well,
6.
it's going 6 OKC instead of 5. It's going 6.
Okay, well,
Because
here you go, extending
because tonight is the night. It's over.
There's a song
OKC
called
celebrates.
"Tonight is the night." I don't believe it. Let's
Pacers at home too, right?
Pacers
Yeah,
at
Pacers
home.
at home,
game six.
but Halliburton is hurt.
No, he's back
He's
tonight.
back.
Yeah.
Listen, all right.
He is hurt, but he's playing.
I'm just letting y'all know.
I'm thinking
They're giving y'all an
he's gonna
excuse.
have his Paul Pierce, his he's gonna have those stumble from the locker room type moments. The flu night from Michael Jordan. He's gonna have one of those.
Right
moments.
now,
We
Paul
rolling.
Pierce would be offended comparing Halliburton to him.
I mean, Halliburton's had a
No,
crazy
I'm saying
buzzer
the
beater
moment.
in every single
Yeah, but
series
he's
so
I'm
far.
saying the moment.
That is what you call a Sammy Sosa moment. He's having a Sammy Sosa moment. He's having his year where he's having all of these things kind of falling apart. We're talking about a career.
Yeah,
right?
last year he did it too, and everyone said, the Pacers, no, they just had to play through injuries. Now this year they made it all the way to the NBA Finals.
Listen, the guy.
That's 2 years in the making at the very least.
Okay, I'll compare him more to Big Shot Bob than to Paul Pierce. Okay,
When you're looking at the game, though, let's really
Big shot
talk and
Bob.
dig it. What is it going to come down to? What do the Pacers need to do,
I got an easy answer.
and what do OKC need to do going into a hostile arena there in Indianapolis?
Strick, I bet you have the same wavelength. Turnovers, Pacers.
That's it.
I mean, it's like every game they have like 24 turnovers. It's insane.
That's insane.
Yeah.
In an NBA level.
I get it. You want to play
let's be
fast,
real.
but oof.
And OKC's really that good. They're good at gapping and getting into. But see, the problem. Go ahead, Cless. Let me let you. No. I'm gonna tell you just some of my depth.
I believe that OKC has the ultimate go-to closer factor in Shai Gilgeous. I don't feel that the Pacers have a player like that. This man gets buckets when he want to, like Jesse Jackson would say, this man gets buckets whenever he wants to. The Pacers, again, Siakam has not been that impressive to me. He's been okay. You know, they have had to depend on guys off the bench. They've had to depend on, does this guy get hot or maybe this guy will get hot? Listen, OKC has 3 legitimate guys that are going to give you buckets. And what they are doing is they just keeping it close. They're keeping it close throughout the game. And then when it comes down to a closer at the end, they're going to say, Shai, here's the ball. Go get buckets. You're going to either get to the line or you're going to do your little mid-range shot that's extinct in the NBA right now, except he's bringing it back. That man don't have to shoot threes. They're ending it tonight because he is very physical out there. He's elbowing. He's pushing.
You do that.
And then he's getting the call.
And they let him go, baby. So I say tonight, because, again, I don't feel the Pacers are consistent or they have a consistent score in the crunch time. In crunch time, Indiana does not have a guy that's going to give them what they need.
I think that's a good breakdown. I think as I looked at this series, one of the things that you have to definitely take into account is just with the eye test, looking at both teams as they're playing the game. I've come in here and broke down the strategy and told you the different things on what's needed and what they need to do, and I'll dig in a little bit on that. But just the eye test of it all, buckets seem to come easier for OKC, and it's so hard for Indiana.
Yes,
just on it, just from sitting them both out here without really digging into the strategies of it all. They seem to be able to get buckets easier and get easier looks than Indiana does.
Yeah.
And that and collectively over time, you're gonna make more by opportunities that present themselves than you do.
Let me throw this at you and you take it back. Remember we discussed Indiana has 2 twos.
Mm-hmm.
They have 2 number 2s.
Yeah,
they don't have
Siakam
one,
and
right?
Halliburton.
Right.
When he's saying 2 twos, not player by position, but he's saying they're not options, not a number 1 option and a number 2. You have number 2,
so
2
let me
number
tell you
2
this.
options.
OKC has a 1A and I feel a 1B.
And Williams?
Williams.
Yeah,
Williams
Williams is insane
definitely
right now.
He's insane. He's good.
40 in the last game.
Listen, he gives you look up and you're like, man, he has just as many as Shea Gilgeous, right?
Yeah.
And to me, he's better than Siakam and Halliburton.
No doubt.
He
better than
could
both of them.
win the Finals MVP if
Yeah.
he pops off against them.
He won't get the Finals MVP, but-
He hasn't been as. If you look at over the course of the series, his numbers don't. The most consistent player in this series has been Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
What hurt?
You know when he walks in, it's 25 that night.
I'm gonna tell you what hurt
Whereas the other
Jalen
side-
Williams. If he would have did this, he would have had a chance. He missed like 3 or 4 free throws
Yeah.
at the end of the game when they lost their second game. He ended up with 26, but if he would have made he missed like 4 free throws at the end. And if you're the number one guy, you don't do that at the end of the game. You got
Unless you're Michael Jordan and you told somebody you're going to give
Mike's
them 40.
never done that.
Hold on a second.
I don't know, but
You've told somebody you're going to give them 45. He did that to Nick Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
He said, I'm going to give you guys 49. How much you want to bet? 200 to you, 200 to you. Gave him 45 and missed the free throw on purpose and checked out just because he didn't want to get 46. That's gangster.
Yeah, that's real.
That's real.
So again, OKC tonight, $1 here, $1 there.
That's a bet.
Give me Pacers.
No, give me a meal coffee.
Okay, milk coffee.
Yeah. Shout out to
$1.
Shout out to
I'll send you guys my Venmo.
I think you're $3 short lately. I think you've
Yeah,
done this
you
a few
kinda
times.
under-
and
you
just-
kinda underwater right
These
now, my
dollars don't
boy.
ever show up.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I didn't know you were hurting so bad. I mean we don't
come
got to
get
bet
it.
money.
I
Get
mean,
it, Harrison.
come on, Harrison, man. I thought we was better than that.
No, but before we go to break, real talk. If they don't use the big fella, Indiana,
Turner.
Miles Turner, if they don't use him in this game,
Liability.
they're gonna lose.
He's been a liability.
No, I'm just saying he has to be. If he only gets 7 shots in this game, you have to keep them honest. Here's why. There's a part of the game, and we're going to go to a break after this. There's a part of the game that from the beginning of time has not gone away, and it's called paint touches.
Yeah, but he's been taking
Inside
threes
out,
is the problem.
Inside out.
Yeah.
That's been
taking threes.
And this is why OKC is so good, because no matter what, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is getting paint touches when he wants to, for the most part, at will.
And Chet outplays Turner.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Right?
Yeah.
So
even though he's not playing great,
right.
he's still
He's
outplaying him. So
right.
there it is. Who you got? You got
OKC
in
tonight.
6.
Over.
Pacers.
Yeah, give me Pacers.
Stricky. Pacers in 7. Let's go. We're going to look and come back right after this. 93.7 The Ticket. You are on WTF. We'll be right back.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay, playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza, the big one, all the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa,
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Bagels and Joe is the best place to start off your mornings, and you can order your breakfast ahead of time on their app. You can't go wrong with one of their great bagel sandwiches or breakfast burritos. Stop by any of their 4 locations in Lincoln and their location in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Breathe easier inside your home with Bryant. Eliminate allergens and odors and control humidity too. For a breath of fresh air, call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine, and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help you find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription, or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid through your county veteran service officer. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
The Lincoln Light Guy salutes the men and women of our military and veterans for the sacrifices they've made. Keep them in your thoughts, prayers, and letters from home until these trying times are over. Our troops are fighting hard around the clock to defend our great country and keep freedom alive worldwide. For this, we salute them and may God bless America. This from Lincoln Light Guy. Locally owned and operated, installing and servicing permanent, holiday, and special occasion lighting for your home or business.
93.7 The Ticket is proud to provide listeners with daily opportunities to win contests and prizes on our airwaves, and would like to take this opportunity to remind you of a couple rules. All participants must be 21 or older and must wait 30 days after winning a prize to participate in another contest. Once you win, you have 30 days to pick up your prize at the KNTK Studios, 1040 O Street in Lincoln, or your prize will be forfeited. Thank you for participating in our contest, and thank you for listening to 93.7 The Ticket.
The Captain with Vershawn Jackson, Terrell Farley, and Jake Bakovic.
I'm looking at a mirror. I'm sitting right next to him.
So I was up at the facility earlier today. I had the opportunity to talk to the 2025 Nebraska Cornhuskers. But man, those dudes were locked in. They were asking questions. I saw the intentionality. I saw the focus. I saw the hunger. And when I'm leaving the meeting, before any of those guys got up, they all waited for Dylan Raiola to address them. And he addressed them and gave the tentative schedule of like what they're going to be. This is Friday. They're free. They're done for the week. And they're talking about the things that they got to do. And that gave me chills.
Back to We Talk Facts on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here are your hosts, Strick and Clester.
Yo, we back online. And we would like to thank you all for listening. We appreciate you. We appreciate any fans that tune in and listen to some of our rhetoric, some of our fun, some of our, we like to go back and forth like we're sitting in the living room giving each other a hard time. I got my man Harrison over here on the right. I got Sticky Stricky on the left. We got all these different platforms. People are tuning in. Again, you can get involved with us, all right? If you got something to say, if you got a subject matter you want us to talk about, you want to get involved on, there's going to be some times we'd love to have some people call in and give their opinions while we're live on the air.
Well, Augie said,
yeah, we got Augie
did. Tell him what Augie said.
Yeah, from Augie. Says, sounds like Farley with the Lakers in 5. Also wonders, so am I getting a WTF shirt to go with my Stricken from earlier?
Augie, you didn't win? Did he win? No, it was somebody else.
I got no idea. This is between you and Orman.
It was unnamed texter who hit it. Where is he at? It was an unnamed texter. Or was that you, Augie, and just the wrong number? Oh, okay. It was Augie.
All right, shout out. Yeah, it is Augie. I'm looking at the text from prior.
You saw it from earlier? Was it Augie?
Do we need to get this man a shirt?
No, well, Stricky, no, it wasn't. You won. He won the over. No, the question that I had earlier was an unnamed texter. I said, this is what I said, Cless, before you dig into this. I told them we're talking about players. And I was talking about how I thought that Brad Miller was a precursor to Nikola Jokic, just not fully as skilled. And I said there's a specific animal, and I'm going to see if y'all know it. There's a specific animal that comes to mind when I think about those two players. As you watch them play over their careers, what is the animal? And Austin nailed it. And then there was one unnamed texter that nailed it. And what was
you saying? They look. There's a certain.
Their style of play mimics a spirit animal. And what is the animal? In the animal kingdom,
I need something
tigers,
slow.
lions, bears, oh my, but it ain't them. What is the animal? Talk to me.
I need something slow and lanky. Throw something at me.
I don't know.
I didn't even work on the animal kingdom.
Sloth.
Hey, that's a good one. Yeah.
That was it. That was what I said. A sloth.
Yeah.
And that person, it was an unnamed texter. You'd have to go back and look. I think it was 0 something.
I know my sports.
But unless that was Augie's number and he didn't put his unless that was Augie's number. No, that wasn't Augie's number. It was a different number. But anyway, I think they logged it in. And Austin will know it because Austin, I think he logged it. But anyway, talk to me.
So let's talk about this. I'm gonna name some names and I'm going somewhere with these names. Okay, fellas. Chris Paul.
Legend.
James Harden. Kevin Durant. Kawhi Leonard. All players who are potentially Hall of Famers, more than likely. They're probably going to the Hall of Fame. A good chance they're going to the Hall of Fame. But they have played for at least 3 teams apiece.
Mm-hmm.
At least. Does that have an effect on how you view them and their legacy?
Kawhi doesn't for me. Because him going to Toronto and winning it and him being the guy in year one, like kind of, if you can pull that stunt, like you can just wash away whatever criticisms people had. Because I mean, that is still one of the most unreal runs from Kawhi Leonard. And that was the wake up party for Pascal Siakam.
So he won, 3 with the Spurs, 2 or 3 with the Spurs?
I think he got 3 with the Spurs. Let me double check and then notch in one more. It's crazy you think Kawhi might have as many rings as LeBron James.
Yeah. I mean, we don't really talk about Kawhi.
He's only got 2. He only got 1 ring with the Spurs. Man, he got on at the very end there.
And one with Toronto.
One with Toronto.
Yeah, so he got 1 with Toronto.
And then you got Chris Paul. I mean, how many teams have Chris Paul been with? I think he's been with
at least 6 teams.
Not by his own choice though. So for him, I feel bad. Yeah,
Lakers,
New Orleans,
Clippers,
Thunder, Trailblazers.
And he was with the Trailblazers?
Wasn't he with there? Didn't he? James Harden and Chris Paul, didn't they try it? Oh no, that was Rockets, not Trailblazers. Yeah.
Rockets.
Because that was the James Harden experiment.
I looked that up real quick. I somehow think that look up Chris Paul just and find. I think it's 6. But
Suns, Thunder, Rockets, Clippers, Hornets, and so 1, 2, 3, 4, just 5.
It was 5.
Mm-hmm.
Missed one. Okay.
How do you view this, Eric?
Did you name Houston?
Houston. Yeah.
Okay.
Suns, Thunder, Houston, Clippers, Hornets.
Oh,
when you like when they go into the Hall of Fame, what team do they go with? Right? Like pretty much most guys, like when AI went in, I think he went in as a Sixer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jordan, went
it'll
in
normally
as a
be
Bull.
the one that you had the longest tenure, so it'll probably be New Orleans.
Well, what if Kawhi? Okay, he probably go in as a Spur. You say?
Probably Toronto.
Because you think he go in with Toronto?
I wouldn't. They may give him
he was
a
only
choice.
there for a year and a half.
They got the hell out of there right after. That'd
They
be a
may
tough
give
one.
him a choice.
They
and
will.
They probably give him a choice, and he'll probably choose a Spurs. But he didn't like the Spurs, so he may not choose it. Remember, he was bitter with the Spurs.
But he came around with Popovich.
Okay.
At the end
Who does
there,
Kevin
so
Durant go in with?
Oh,
Warriors, which is awkward.
Yeah, no.
That would be awkward.
The Thunder?
He would go in with the Thunder, probably.
Yeah, Thunder.
Or
Not like him either.
He may choose the Seattle Supersonics because he could.
Oh, yeah. If I was him, that's what I'd
He
do.
could. If I'm him, why not?
What about James Harden? Who does he go in as?
Probably Houston's where he made his most impact.
Yeah, I think you put
Houston is
then
where
you got
he went the most
MVP.
nuts. Pause.
What about Paul George?
I don't even. I think.
Is he borderline?
I think he's borderline.
Pacer?
Maybe not get in.
Wait a minute. Don't you compare him to Tracy McGrady? I mean, they're very similar,
but
impacts.
So you're saying he's first ballot?
Paul George?
Yeah. You're saying he's a first ballot Hall of Famer?
No.
That's what I'm saying. I think he gets in, but I think it takes time. I don't think he's a
So my
first or second Hall.
My
of Famer.
question to you fellas is,
what has he done? What has he done?
Does team jumping
Good question.
ruin their legacy? Do you view Kevin Durant differently? Like, do you put Kevin Durant in the same category as, to me, there's levels to it. There's levels to Hall of Famers. Like, there's a hall, but then there's like a hall, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
And it just seems like
The 1% of the 1%.
right.
Yeah.
Like, where do you put Kevin Durant?
So here's before I actually, and we're gonna give ourselves more time for this or that because you definitely got some this or that's out there. When I look at them, Sibo, I look at the time and tenure of when they played, right? Because if you're looking at it just straight from that metric, you look at Shaq and start having questions.
Yeah.
Right. And you can't, because I look at that generation was a little bit different. A lot of people stayed, stuck it out, maybe won, no more than in their latter years. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't really say that, even though Karl Malone made a jump and went to the Lakers or whatever.
Yeah, but
he
was there for 20 years.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
For 20 years.
I'm saying there's players like that. And that tenure, usually you stayed the course where you were. You didn't make jumps just to try to match up and get with someone else in that era.
Yeah.
Ewing, he ends up. So normally towards the tail end, that generation, there was a shift when this newer that generation of Kevin Durant.
Is Garnett in the hall yet?
Yeah. Him, Paul Pierce too.
Did Garnett? What did he go in as?
I think he went in as a Laker. I mean, not a Laker, but a Celtic.
I just double check, but I think you're right.
I think he went in as a Celtic because that's the one he won the championship.
Think he was in the Minnesota
the most,
years.
right?
Yeah.
So you look at a lot of those players that have made the jump. I think it's worse in that generation than it is now.
Yeah.
I think the tenure of the now makes it so hard to stay with longevity for teams because of they killed the big three.
Look at
you
Steph
have
Curry.
the tiers.
Look at Steph Curry.
But he was caught. He's one of the better ones to stay the course in the jump era. He didn't leave. He decided, I'm going to stay and stick it out.
I think the team decided to offer him everything to stay.
Curry, he took pay cuts.
Yeah,
in some of those championship years. He was the guy
he wasn't
for the
main. He took it when Kevin Durant.
Yeah, he took a cut for Durant.
He took it for that, and he did it for Clay to keep him.
Like Tom Brady. He's sort of like
he's very much like
he
Tom
understands.
Brady.
He understands what it's going to take in order to keep it.
And make that much Under Armour money too. It's like, I'll take a cut here.
Yeah.
So this is what we're going to see now. We're going to see if LeBron James is serious about legacy. Because if he takes a pay cut, if he opts in, he kills them. He sends them to tier 2 where they don't have a chance to build depth. If he takes a pay cut, opt out, take a pay cut, he's able to get that $15 million exception, which can be a good addition to your team instead of the 5.
I'm going to tell you what, LeBron is not going to take a pay cut, and I'm going to tell you why. The Lakers just sold for $10 billion.
What does that mean?
And they got deeper pockets. They're going to go.
You're saying they don't mind paying the.
They're going to go above the salary cap. They're going to outspend
Magic
the salary
Johnson's
cap.
looking at you like Gary Coleman used to look at your boy and say, "What you talking about, Willis?"
When you can pay $10 billion for a team,
You just spent $10 billion.
they keeping LeBron,
Bruh.
happy.
What do they say? Austin, I mean, not
LeBron
Austin,
ain't giving
but
up no
Harrison.
money.
What do they say? The little meme on the TV before we go to break, bruh. That's what they saying to you.
That luxury
Everybody
tax
online right
is
now
gonna be
saying,
insanity.
telling you, bruh.
LeBron ain't giving up no money.
I think you're right, though.
He's getting $30 million on just his contract shoes.
I thought he wanted to chase $1 billion, then he got that $1 billion, and then he's still going. He's
He ain't
hungry
giving
for
up
that
no
money.
baby. He's not giving. Rich Paul gonna be like,
Yo, wow.
He's
This
setting
ain't
up
happening.
more than just a few generations. He's setting up centuries of generational wealth.
Well, anyway.
They
There-
never give up money. I'm just telling you. I don't care how bad they playing. They don't give up the money.
Yeah. All right.
You know about opting out.
I gave up the money.
That's what I'm saying.
well,
Would you go back and do it again?
I'll go back and sit on the edge of that bench and be like, we're going to get out of here. We're going to come back with this and that right after this. 937 The Ticket. We are WTF.
You know what's better than waking up early to go to the airport? Sleeping in. Lucky for you, the lines at the Lincoln Airport are so short and our service is so fast. You won't need to sacrifice precious beauty sleep to get here hours before your flight. So, go ahead, sleep in. You deserve it, and choose the airport that helps you relax. LNK, make flying easy.
Midwest Bank is now hiring in Lincoln. They have multiple banking positions open and are looking for dynamic individuals passionate about helping others and building relationships. With a family-friendly culture, competitive benefits, and unique perks, Midwest Bank is a great place to start a new career. Apply today at midwest.bank. Midwest Bank is an equal opportunity employer, member FDIC.
Saturday, Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of dirt track racing action every Saturday night. Don't miss the epic battles on the high banks of Eagle Raceway each Saturday between the Nebraska Septic Sprint Cars, Nebraska Lottery Modifieds, Avid Realty Sport Mods, Valentino's Hobby Stocks, and A1 Iron Stock Cars. Let's go racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. Check out the full schedule at eagleraceway.com. Country music star Rodney Atkins will be performing at the Icebox on Friday, June 20th. Tickets start at $30 and doors open at 7 p.m. The capacity is only 3,000, so don't wait. Buy your tickets at lincolnstars.com today before it sells out.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
93.7 The Ticket is your home for every Kansas City Royals baseball game. Bobby Witt Jr., Salvador Perez, Vinny Pasquantino, and the rest of the Royals attempt to make the postseason for the second season in a row. And you can hear all the action on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Your home for Kansas City Royals baseball. Back to We Talk Facts on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here are your hosts, Strick and Clester.
This is a special time on WTF. You all know it. You all love it. You've all heard about it, and you can get involved with it too. It is one of my favorite times of the show. We've got a lot of these good ones. You can sponsor this segment if you want to as well. But this one is called This or That. Clester. Come on.
Take me back. Come on. Take me back to the 90s, to the 90s. The choice is yours. That's right. This or that. This is the segment. A real variety pack today. We're all over the board with
this is for the OGs,
today.
but no, we can't. This can't be for the OGs because we give you the OG perspective.
We're all over the board with this or that streak. Listen, I got a lot of them, and I'm gonna try to run through them. I'm not sure my man Harrison knows. You know, I'll throw it to the ones Harrison
the young buck
might have some input on.
Young buck.
Let's start here. Better rivalry. Duke UNC versus Miami FSU football.
Ooh.
Which one's better?
Basketball or
Duke
football?
UNC basketball. Miami Florida State football. Which one was the better rivalry? Which one's the more exciting rivalry? Which one?
Duke UNC for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
hey, he's showing it. What? You got?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Why right?
Yes.
Every year with Bobby
No.
Bowden? No. Listen,
No.
Miami, Florida State all day. All right, here we go.
No, man. 402-464-5685.
Miami,
what
Florida
you
State.
think? We're gonna take it from the people. Tell us what you think as well.
Better baseball player. Who would you pick? Ken Griffey Jr., Barry Bonds. Who's better?
I'm going with the smooth lefty, which is the smooth lefty.
Okay. Barry Bonds.
Ken Griffey Jr.
Ken Griffey.
He had the smoothest doggone swing that I've ever.
Yeah.
I used to try to imitate. When I played, I tried to imitate it. There's a quick story. When I was batting, some of my teammates had to tell me, and you would know this because you was like, that's my boy.
Okay.
I would be up to bat, and they would be like, I would hit a one in the gap or a home run, and I'd be like, oh! Like I would like you dunking on somebody like Stacey Ackles or something.
All right.
Now,
Next one.
I almost got people hit because they would be throwing. They would be like, "Don't do that because you're gonna get us hit."
Before you get to the next one, by the way, Augie agrees with me. Duke UNC.
Exactly.
It's always a great iconic game.
Man.
To scoff at it. The nerve. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, bro.
Would you rather Eric be in a suit and tie doing business, or would you rather be in a Hawaiian shirt and slides? Which one would you rather be in?
I don't roll with the Hawaiian shirt, so I'm gonna go in the suit. Oh,
suit and tie.
Yeah.
Suit and tie.
Yeah.
So you'd rather be in the boardroom doing business versus on the beach.
Yeah, and I would.
Or let's take this back. Let's take it back. It is not business. You're on a date.
Yeah,
late night dinner date. Suit and tie.
Suit and booty.
Hawaiian shirt.
My man said Hawaiian shirt.
Relaxed.
You would look like a Weekend at Bernie's in a Hawaiian shirt.
Hey,
you look like a young Weekend at Bernie's.
Old school, Eric. Old school. New Jack City versus Menace to Society.
New Jack for me.
New
I
Jack?
was dressed up just recently as Nino Brown. Yeah, I walked into the spot looking like Nino Brown.
You had your
and you
black
know what I
on
told
with
him?
your
I had
shades?
the black with my joint, my shades on, my Kango hat backwards. And you know, I walked in and I said, "Sit yo!"
Before I make change. Okay. All right. Here we go. This is for both of you. Would you rather do cryotherapy or would you rather sit in the hot tub?
Is cryo the cold tub or what's cryo?
Cryo is the ice. You get into the ice machine.
Cold,
stay in there.
A jacuzzi tub. Bruh, I couldn't do the ice tub. I had struggled getting in the ice tub.
I'm going to tell you what, Floyd Mayweather Jr. lives in the cryo thing.
Oh, yeah.
He said
it's good for you.
It rejuvenates his body.
It is good for you.
But you said you'd rather sit in the...
Yeah. I don't work well with the cold.
And I'm going to go there. I'm going to go there, too, with you.
Yeah, I'm not a world-class athlete. I don't need to hop in the cryo chamber.
I would much rather sit in a whirlpool. Okay.
Do you guys actually do the cryo?
I've done it. I've done it a few times.
Bruh,
do you feel that much better or no?
Yeah,
it's good for you though. It really is.
You definitely feel good.
Your boy Joe
Absolutely
Rogan said it's good for you too.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of people on it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yes. Okay. Def Leppard or Guns N' Roses?
Def Leppard for Stricky.
What?
Def Leppard.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
All day.
What?
Pour some sugar on E. In the name of love. Yes.
Sweet Child of Mine? Come on.
No.
Do you know how big Guns N' Roses was?
No.
Take me down to the Welcome to the jungle. I mean, come on.
All right, Guns N' Roses.
Come on, all day long.
No.
All right.
When the guy can drum with one hand,
he's got to.
Come on, man.
Okay,
let's
sick.
go.
He's sick. We need to give him a thermometer to see how he's feeling. All right, Eric. In their prime.
In my prime.
In their prime.
In their prime.
Which would have been your prime. Actually, you're still in your prime. You're still in your
Facts.
prime. But in their prime.
I'm Benjamin Buttons.
Okay. All right. In their prime, who would you rather go see in concert?
Ooh.
DMX or LL Cool J? Hey, listen. Was that a seal or was that DMX?
Work on that one.
Yeah, you need to work on that one.
I thought it was a seal.
You need to work on that one.
Yo, wow, you thought that was a seal?
Yeah. Hey, like my man said in trade today, I ain't talking about a rooster, man. We're talking about a wolf, not a rooster. All right, here we go. Who do you want to produce your album? You know, you're a rookie. You're coming on the scene. You got a choice between these two producers, Dr. Dre or Timbaland.
Dr. Drizzy.
What?
Dr.
I mean, Eric is off today. I don't know what's wrong with this man today.
Drizzy. All day.
I mean, oh, no. Don't start humming me nothing. Timbaland all day. All right, here we go.
How many more we got?
We can go for a couple more minutes. And then we'll hit the out music.
Come on.
Comedy concert. Would you rather go see Chris Rock or Kevin Hart? Which one? Who you want to go see?
Not a big Kevin Hart fan. He's
I'm
not
really
bad,
not
but
like that on Kevin either. I might go see Chris, man.
Yeah, I'll check out Chris Rock.
Everybody hates Chris, man.
You ready to go see Chris?
I might go see Chris.
I listen. Here's another one we can agree on. I think that Chris speaks to me.
Yeah.
I love his humor. It's grown up. It's grown up humor.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
We got one more.
Who would you rather go see in concert here?
In Lincoln, in Omaha, in the Nebraska.
Either.
Okay.
Either.
Just in Nebraska.
Chris Brown or Drake? Who would you rather go see?
What a
Come
selection,
on, man.
Two light skins. Which one? Which one would you rather go see? Chris Brown or Drake?
I'll go Chris Brown just to avoid the Drake allegations.
I like that man. He's been very good tonight.
I think I got to see Breezy, man.
Chris Brown all day because at least he's gonna dance. He's gonna kind of entertain.
It's gonna be entertaining,
and he's got a deep catalog. Not to say that Drake, obviously
he's
Drake.
got a deep catalog.
And if my sons are listening, I'm sure they're calling me a hater. Right? They're calling me a hater because I'm not gonna pick Drake. You know, blah blah blah. As a matter of fact, Drake's still whining out there. And if Drake so happened to see this, so Drake, listen, drop your lawsuit, man, and just stop it, man. just go make an album. You
Yeah.
know, just make good music.
Yeah.
And make people forget about what's
There's
going on.
quite a few people in the industry that could just lock in a little bit on making good music.
Shout
right
out
now.
to T.
Good
Farley.
music.
Shout out to T. Farley. We see you,
Some
man.
good music.
We see you over there, my boy.
Chris Brown.
We appreciate your love, T. Far.
You like it what you see?
Everything around me. Well, that's another episode of WTF.
All right.
We Talk
All
Facts.
right.
We'll see y'all next week right here. Same bad time, same bad channel. We love and appreciate you. Peace. We out.